Couch Crew. Welcome back to my comfy couch. I'm Nikki, the host of this podcast. I'm a certified life coach, crisis counselor, and I'm here to connect single men and women through honest conversations. So I'm going to continue on my series here of answering questions. So the question that I'm going to answer today is, as a woman, how do I make my man happy? So I'm going to give you the top 5 responses, and these responses are based on me doing this for several years now, me consuming lots of content about how men think, and just my interactions and speaking with people and personal experience, okay? So the first thing I want to say is to make your home a place of peace. Now, I've heard several men say that going out in the world, they have to face a lot, right? When they're going to work, it's a battle among their coworkers, the things that they have to do, just being a man in America and all the responsibilities and the things going on with them. So the last thing they want to do after being out there and having to battle the world and even sometimes themselves all day is to come home to a place where someone is nagging them and is super annoying. It is extremely important. I don't care how many tasks he did not complete for the day, how many things are pending, how annoyed you are with him. He needs to feel that warm welcome when he walks through that door. Stop nagging the man. I am telling you, I've seen it over and over again. You keep nagging that man, he will cheat on you or he will leave you. Most likely this is what is going to happen. Guys do not want to be nagged. Be fun most of the times. Keep it lighthearted. Let the home be a place of peace where he feels like, okay, I can be myself. I can just relax. I don't have to have somebody just on my ass all the time. So again, if you want to keep your man and make him happy, when he steps in that door, be his peace. The second tip I wanted to give was to be feminine. And I'm not talking about feminine like you've seen these videos of, just doing everything he says. When I say be feminine, meaning speak to him in a loving manner. Sometimes you speak so harsh to the man, especially when you get so used to him. You're speaking in tones and using words, especially when you get upset, that is just belittling to the man. You got to speak in a loving tone to him. Be somebody that will speak to him in a loving manner. Also, dress feminine, like wear clothing that are feminine clothing. Keep your nails, keep your hair done. Like men still want you to stay in that feminine look, and that's what attracted him to you. Don't get so complacent and wear the bonnet all day. Don't go to sleep with the bonnet. Don't walk around in the house with the bonnet. Be intentional about the things you wear when you're with him. He still wants to feel like you're sexy. He still wants to feel attracted to you, no matter how many years you have been with him. Go to sleep in something, light and sexy. Like, keep that feminine energy about you. Let him make decisions. I know this is a hard one, especially for those really independent women who are used to just doing things their way. You have to learn to let the man make the decisions. And if you can't do that, then you don't need to be with a man. Or if you're going to choose one of these guys who are not ambitious and not the head of their household, then don't be upset when you get one. If a man is the head of the household, you need to let him lead. Even if you think your ideas are better, you can always, in a loving manner, give your suggestions or recommendations if he offers it to it and when the time is right. But you always trying to take the lead on everything. He will leave you or cheat on you or just really not like you, but you don't want any of those. So again, women, I'm saying this out of love. Let the man take charge. Or go be with some guy that's not like that, and don't be upset with what you get, or just be by yourself. Which leads me to the next topic of respect. You have to respect the man. And as you've heard before, women want love, guys want respect. What does respect look like? You have to respect everything about the man. Respect his job, what he does for a living. Don't belittle him and keep telling him, oh, he needs to do better and criticizing the things he does. You have to respect the man's job. And if you can't, don't be with him or move on. But do not continue to make this guy feel terrible about what he's doing for a living. Respect his decision making. Again, even though you think like, okay, that might not have been the best decision, he needs to feel empowered to make those decisions and that you're going to respect whatever decisions he makes. And if you meet a guy where you feel like, I cannot entrust him to make decisions for our family, then you don't need to be with that guy. Another thing, respect his ideas. When guys love that they can give their input when you're going through something. They love that you come to them about something and that you will really take their feedback in a good way. So go to him sometimes and say, hey, what you think about this? What you think about that? So he feels like, okay, she really respects my ideas. Again, respect is huge for a guy. You don't want to talk down to him. You want to respect what he does for a living. You want to respect what he brings to the home. He wants to feel appreciated. Respect is huge for a man. Number 4, feed him. Again, number 4, feed that man. I don't care what year you are listening to this video in. Men love their belly. So if you want to keep a man happy, one of the ways is to feed him. I'm not saying that you have to slave every single night to make a meal. It would be nice to cook as often as you can, but make sure that food get in the house. If it's you're cooking 2 to 3 days a week, and then you're making sure you get the food that he likes the other 2 or 3 days, but please make sure you keep that man fed. I don't care what year it is. That's always going to be a win for guys. And number 5, be intimate with him. Have sex with him. Be generous with the goods. I have heard way too many men say, oh, before we were married, she was a freak. She was doing all of this, this, and that. But after we got married, she just stopped. Listen, again, you don't want your man to cheat on you. You don't want him to leave you. You better pop that thing open. Okay? Yes. And even when you're upset, you cannot be holding the sex hostage from the man because you're upset or didn't get your way, okay? You keep that thing open. Let that man feel like he can't breathe. Initiate sex sometimes. Do that too. But don't start beforehand giving the man head and doing all this stuff. And then when y'all get married, oh, you don't feel like it. Oh, you have a headache. Oh, you're sick. I'm telling you, that man will despise you. That man will leave you. That man will cheat on you. Be generous with them goods. So listen, thank you so much for listening to my comfy couch, giving you tips for both single men and women, connecting y'all. If you appreciate what we're doing here on the show, do not forget to like, share, subscribe, send this to one of your friends that just need to know how to make a man happy. And I'll see you next time on my comfy couch. Toodles.